Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ecolinguist live show. This is a show where we just hang out and improvise language challenges with you guys who can call me in live into the virtual studio I have here in my bedroom. You guys are not here for the first time, I hope. There is lots of you who've seen this show before. You know how it works. It's all about connecting live and getting to know you a little bit better because as you know, the Ecolinguist channel is all about community and creating language content together. So welcome everybody. Let's just have a quick look at the chat. What's going on there? I see lots of you chit-chatting. You are from all over. Laura, hello Laura. Laura is our regular. She always watches the show and makes lots of comments. So thank you for being with us today, Laura. Tracy, hello Tracy. Nice to see you too. Tracy is an English teacher, but she mentioned something that before, you're happy that I'm live. so I suppose this is your first time here on the live stream. So this is a show where the audience can actually call me and can talk to me live. So all you need to do, if you want to be part of the show, all you need to do is you need to register. So there is a registration form linked in the description box. So you just need to leave some contact details and I will be able to send you an email with a link to join the software that I'm using for streaming. So that's how you can do that. The email is sent automatically. So you just register and then you get the link with instructions on how to connect with me live. And at some point, after clicking on the link with the instructions, you will see a window like this where you have to give your name. And it's actually important because lots of the previous participants forgot about this. But when you type your name just before joining the show, just mention your native language, okay? That's going to help me just choose the right person for what we will be doing in the show at the moment when you're calling. And also, like, if you're on the line, you can just hang out there, hold up a little bit, because I might not be able to add you immediately, but just keep trying. And if I see your name and the language that you speak, and the circumstances are good during the stream, I will be able to add you, and we will be able to improvise some language challenges. We have all kinds of formats here. As you know, we have the classic Ecolinguist mutual intelligibility format, where we improvise languages between languages in related languages. So we have on the channel so far, we've covered Romance languages family, Slavic languages family, and Germanic languages family. But who knows what's going to happen in this live show? People who speak languages that belong to other language families can call in, and we may try to improvise that kind of challenges with them as well. Recently, last week, for example, we did a Guess the Language show, which went really well, I think. It was a lot of fun to play. It was so cool to hear Low Saxon. Yes, Low Saxon. Actually, we had Low Saxon on the show before, but it might have been. We actually covered more of Low Saxon on the Germanic Languages Hub, which is another channel that I'm trying to build up. It's dedicated to Germanic languages only, and it's mostly about live streaming. So I'm still kind of building that up, and we are going to improvise more challenges there. But actually, in the first episode, we had Low Saxon. So a speaker of Low Saxon called in, and we were able to improvise a challenge, language challenge with Low Saxon. Yes. Let's see. Yes, Wolf, I agree that we want calls from real people, not from trolls. So if you're a troll, maybe not call us tonight. That's why I also introduced this registration thing to prevent trolls from calling in. So far as you've seen, just real people called. So that's been fun. Yes, so I see we have first callers calling in. So I see some regular folks calling in. That's great. So I just want you guys to stay on the line for a little bit. First I want to add the new person, so we can meet someone new as well, and give a chance to new people. We're going to start with Tracy. Hello, Tracy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's my first time on here.
Great. So, Tracy, tell us where are you calling from and what languages do you speak?
I speak English. I'm calling from Wisconsin, United States, and I speak English and a bit of German.
Okay, great. So you're an English native speaker, but why do you speak German? Have you been studying German for a
I
while,
was a
or?
German major and a Spanish minor my first couple years in college, and then I
Uh-huh.
switched just to an English major.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So that could be helpful. So you said you also studied Spanish, right?
Yes.
So we could improvise some language challenges. So have you watched the show before?
I have. I've been watching it for years, but I haven't. I never was always working when you guys have it live. So I'm actually home today, happy to see it live.
Yeah, that's great. I'm trying to stream like in the evening European time, so people from Western Hemisphere can also call in.
Sure. Hmm.
But it's difficult, to
Yeah.
with time zones and stuff. So that's great to have you. So what was your experience with Germanic languages then, like in terms of understanding them? Like if you watch like a video in Norwegian or something, like are you able to
Sure.
understand it?
I've watched the language videos, and I'm usually able to re like reduce it to a few different countries. But I definitely am not able to understand it completely.
Mm-hmm.
However, I know when Simon Roper's on, I watch him as well, and he does the old English, and that's helpful to me, and that I'm able to do. Sorry,
Okay, okay.
and that I'm able to do a bit. So yeah.
Okay, that's great. So actually, I see we have a caller from the Netherlands, a Dutch speaker. So maybe I'm going to add Reuben, and we could potentially improvise something with that. So Reuben, you are about to join us. Hello,
Hey
Reuben.
guys. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Great, great, Ruben. So you are a frequent caller, so people already know you. But maybe you could just quickly introduce yourself, so we know what
Yeah,
languages you speak and where you're
I'm
calling
so
from.
happy that you are live tonight. Just want to say. So I am from Holland. I'm from Schiedam, which is the neighbor city of Rotterdam. It's a very nice city, close to Delft, so it's like in the Randstad. Then I moved to France. I first went to Paris, and then I went to Toulouse. And now I go back and forth for like 8 months in Holland and 4 months in France. I just like, yeah. So, and then I learned French, and then I spoke English perfectly because, yeah, I grew up in the 90s. So we were basically growing up as Americans. And then everything in Dutch, subtitles, I mean. And then I learned some German at school. And now I'm trying to learn a little bit of like Romance languages, so like Italian, Spanish, which I capture some words, but it's difficult. And with my Eurovision channel, I also try to like, yeah, just learn from all the languages and the connections, and that's what I find the most fun. All the people you meet and the interactions. Yeah.
Great. So Tracy, what's your experience with Dutch language, with the Dutch language? Like, have you had an exposure? 1 second, we can't hear you for some reason. I think you muted yourself, so you have to unmute yourself.
I've been to Amsterdam, so I've heard a bit of Dutch. I could read it okay, but hearing it is not always 100%, but I can get the basic gist of it usually.
Okay, okay. So I think that it would be an interesting challenge for you, Tracy, if Ruben could come up with a description of a Dutch word. But
Yeah.
Ruben, do you have any ideas for a word, or do you need some help with that? Because
No, I can come up with a nice Dutch word. Let me think. Let me think. It should not be. Do you want like Tracy? Right, is her name? You want a
Yes.
difficult word or like medium or easy? What do you prefer?
What is a difficult word?
Well, like it would be like something that you would like have trouble with guessing, or like yeah.
Oh, a difficult word.
Okay, difficult. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so before you
I'm
start, yeah, let me just quickly check another screen that I'm going to switch to.
mhm.
Yes. So whenever you're ready, guys. So, by the way, Tracy, which language would you like to use in communication with Ruben? Do you want to use German to practice your
Oh,
German, or
English, definitely.
English?
If
Okay,
that's
yes,
okay, yes.
yes. So, Ruben, just be careful not to switch to English, because sometimes it's just so
Yeah,
much easier,
yeah,
when you speak to switch.
yeah.
Great. So let's do this then.
Oké. Het is een dier Het is een dier en het leeft in de natuur. Je ziet het regelmatig in landen zoals Duitsland, Nederland. Ja, zeg maar die omstreken. En het is een formaat. Het formaat van het dier is medium. Dus het is niet heel groot. Het is ook niet heel klein. Het is een beetje in het midden. Het is middelmaat. En het heeft een rode kleur. Dat zijn al mijn aanwijzingen. Heb je al een idee, Tracy?
I'm sorry, there was like an echo. I'm trying to hear you.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm also. What did you say?
Do you have an idea? Heb je een idee over het?
Or do you want Reuben to repeat maybe?
Do you want me to repeat?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Het is een dier. Het is een dier wat in de natuur leeft. Het is rood. Het heeft een rode vacht, een rode kleur. Het leeft vooral in de omstreken van Duitsland en Nederland en Denemarken. Ik denk dat het ook in Polen woont. Ja, sorry. You can guess if you want.
Well, I heard you say hates du or something you have, and I heard you say Denmark and Netherlands. But again, there's the words that are repeating over my speech.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
So let's just maybe solve the technical problem. What might be happening then?
Is it me? Is it my microphone? No. Is it?
No. If you hear echo, maybe you have the show playing in a different tab of the browser. So
yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Sorry.
It's gone now. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
that's okay. So let's do one more time and then I'll listen. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
and you, Tracy,
So sorry.
you can always like ask question more clarifying for more information or clarifying questions like, oh, did you mean that, or maybe is this something for this for that? That's gonna be helpful. Okay, so let's start over.
One more time, please.
Okay. Het is een dier. Het is een dier wat in de natuur leeft. Het heeft een rode kleur. De vacht heeft een rode kleur. Het heeft redelijk veel haar. Het is behaard. En het woont vooral richting Nederland, Denemarken, Duitsland en vooral in de bossen. En ze zijn, in de bossen wonen er heel veel. En ze zijn van nature zijn ze heel erg schuw. Schuw betekent eigenlijk dat ze bang zijn. Ja, op hun hoede zijn.
Okay, so it sounds like you are saying that you've lived in the Netherlands and possibly Denmark. And I thought I heard you say something imveld, like meaning like the forest or the woods. I don't know what. Okay, but I'm not sure like what you were saying about that. So
Oké, ik zei dat het een dier is. Do you know what is a deer in Dutch?
like an animal. You mean in English? Deer meaning you?
No, it's like I was talking about a deer in Dutch. That's the only clue I will give in English. Is animal.
Oh, sure. I know what a deer is. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not the deer like in English. It's a deer is the word for like the whole category of animal in Dutch.
Okay. Oh, like a woodland animal. Sure. Got it. Okay, so you said had this deer. So you have a deer?
Well, like the word in Dutch for the word deer in Dutch is D-Y-E-R, and it means like animal. So it's not like in English like a real deer. So it can be any kind of animal. It can be any kind of animal.
So you say that you had an animal when you lived in the Netherlands?
No, I said like the animal I'm referring to lives mostly in Holland, Denmark, and Germany. In those areas, yes.
Okay. And am I supposed to guess the animal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yikes. And do you have any other clues? Did you give clues?
Het heeft een rode vacht. Rood is een kleur.
Red.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. So it is red. A fox.
Ja, ja.
Oh,
Een
okay.
vos.
Cool.
Een vos. Yay! You get applause.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was easy. It was just some issues with the format. But once you get it, then it's getting easier. I mean, the deer thing is very
Yeah, it's
interesting,
funny.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
yeah.
interesting. Yeah, she was like deer. I was like, oh, but wait, it's the same word in Dutch, but we write it differently. And I was like, so how do I explain this? So yeah, it's funny.
Well, it's deer in English too, but I wasn't sure if you meant deer like my deer, like my an affectionate
Okay.
expression. Yeah. So
Sorry.
and then I also meant
Okay.
like deer, like in German, deer, dir is you, your. So I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
it's like do you have a do your. So I was a little bit
So in
confused.
German, I think it's Tier. Lothario is Tier is like an animal. So
Okay.
deer in Dutch means an animal, any kind of animal.
Any kind. Yeah.
Yeah. So fox is
Okay.
a deer in Dutch. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I think that's like Ferian, right? In German, perhaps. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, and fox is almost the same also in English. Yeah, I mean English is a Germanic language, so it's like it's not a surprise. It's vos, VOS.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, vos. So it's like it's very similar. It's similar.
It is.
I think someone spelled it in the chat. Oh,
The chat, yeah, I saw some Dutchies.
Tom
Yeah,
with
vos,
boss.
Tom. Yes.
Tom. Okay, that's good. That's
And
good.
somebody else said acorn, which could have possibly also been, but I yeah, because it also read acorn is a squirrel in Dutch, so yeah, that could have been an option too.
Okay. Yes. So that was a warm up, maybe. So Tracy,
Yeah, it was.
what do you think
Yeah.
about that?
I thought it was challenging, but but that was supposed to be a hard one, right? So, I mean, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want, we could try one more time, because now you know that he's describing something. It could be an object, it could be an animal, it could be a profession, a room in the house, or anything like a noun, basically.
Okay.
So and you're supposed to guess what it is.
Yes, I would be happy to try again.
Yeah. So Reuben, you can try again, but maybe speak a bit slower. Not too slow, but like
Not too slow,
slower.
okay.
So we have time to process the clues.
Okay, I saw the video with the girl that was speaking Dutch, and I think if I remember her tempo, I think I will try to copy her. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a bit easier, maybe. Okay, so let's do another one.
Oké. Het is een heel bekend, heel bekend, nou geen voorwerp, maar het is een heel bekend gebouw. Een heel bekend gebouw, een heel bekend, hoe zeg je dat? Ja, gebouw. En wij gebruikten het vroeger, de Nederlanders, om mail te maken. En het is eigenlijk het ultieme symbool voor Nederland. Dus als je aan Nederland denkt, dan denk je eigenlijk gauw, je denkt dan meestal of het is een klomp, of het is zeg maar een tulp, of dat andere waar ik het nu over heb. Wat kan ik er nog meer over zeggen? Het is voor een gebouw wat gebruik maakt van natuurelementen, van de wind. En in mijn stad in Schiedam zijn de grootste van de wereld. Ja, dat is een klein feitje. Maar er zijn, geloof ik, iets van 100 in Nederland van. En je vindt het eigenlijk in principe bijna alleen maar in Nederland. Ehm, ja. Ja, dat zijn mijn aanwijzingen.
I got like nothing out of that. I mean, I was sorry. I heard you say
You
speak
will
other
have to get
cities.
used to my accent. Yeah, sorry.
Well, I think I'm just better at reading, seeing it and writing words
Yeah.
than listening,
Yeah.
the speaking and listening. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
this was difficult. I also had trouble
Mm.
understanding, especially at the beginning when you said something backhand or something.
Yeah,
Bekant, right? Which
bekend.
means like, yeah.
Yeah, it means famous. Sorry.
Oh.
I wanted to drop the word like UNESCO, but then I was like, then it's gonna be too easy to. Yeah. Mhm.
So were you talking about like a site? Like
I was
in a
talking
city?
about ik zei gebouw, but in principe I don't know the real word for that, but it's not really a gebouw, because gebouw in Dutch is building. So I was speaking about an object, and it was a windmill. A windmill.
Oh.
Molen. Ja. Ja, dat is eigenlijk heel makkelijk. Ja.
I never would have gotten that.
At some point, I understood something with the flower. Yeah. Like
Yeah, I
meal.
said that we used to. Wij maakten er vroeger meel mee. We used to make flour, and I also said it's using elements of nature, like the wind, and it's one of the most famous typical things that you think about when you think about Holland or the Netherlands, like tulip, clogs, and windmill. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe like, you know, if we saw it written, it would be much easier
It
Yeah.
would.
for us to guess. Yes.
Can
so
you teach me something in English?
maybe yeah, Tracy, because you're from Wisconsin. And what about like does Wisconsin English have any particular expressions or?
You know, I'm originally from New York City, so but Wisconsin doesn't really have that I know of any. I mean, there's a lot of Wisconsin, I think, is very German out here, but I haven't heard any like regional expressions that are native to this particular area.
Yeah, it's pretty neutral accent because I spent some time in Wisconsin, but actually most people there, they're from all over the states, you know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult to pinpoint anything in particular. But maybe New York, because New York, I mean, there are some stereotypes. Maybe you could confirm it or not. That
Well, we're rude. We talk fast, and
Yeah.
let's see what else.
yeah. So maybe there are some particular New York expressions that people use only in New York.
Well, to 86 something is to like to leave it or drop it behind, and that comes from the times of prohibition. On 86th Street, they leave out the back of the speakeasies, which were like the bars that were open during the time of when alcohol wasn't allowed. So you might 86 something, which means to, you know, kind of escape out the back door. Let's see, other things that we might say. Well, it's, you know, it's funny because it's always hard to understand. Like, you don't always know what regionalisms are until, because you're there and you're raised in that, and you don't realize until after you're gone that those are actually unusual or regional expressions.
I heard that 86 because I used to watch a lot of Friends and Will and Grace. Like I was obsessed, and I learned all my English from those series. And yeah, I think I heard this once. It's funny.
Yeah, it's from Prohibition, the speakeasies. They'd want to leave out the back door when they were going to be raided. So they'd 86 that, because a lot of the speakeasies were on 86th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, because in New York, every street has a number. It's like
Usually,
street
yeah.
avenue.
Yep.
Which is a little bit hard
Except-
to get used to, you know, if you're from Europe. That because you know every street here has like a particular name.
Right.
Named
Well,
after
it's
a
easier.
person.
Yeah, it's easier in New York because you know you're going uptown when the numbers go up, and you're going downtown, you know, vice versa. Where out, you know, in Wisconsin or
Midtown exists too, right?
well, Midtown is still lower than 86. Yeah, so you know that you're going to be in the 40s, so you'll be Midtown, and then the Lower East Side or lower, like the Village would be like, you know, 8th around there, 8th or 9th. But again, Or then you have the names that only have numbers, like names like Broadway, Canal. You don't really have numbers for those. They're just name, and that's generally what people who are from the area would know. But visiting, I think, is easier than like if you were in like Chicago, where I lived for a while, and you just have like the names, and you don't really know whether you're going uptown, downtown, or towards the water, or towards, they call it the lake, towards the lake, or not. So that's a little more confusing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I know in Amsterdam, everything just goes around the water, around the canals, and it's
Yeah.
very confusing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just used to that, like as a Dutch person. But once you start to really like study it, you're like, wow, it's really like well designed. I don't know if it was a coincidence, but yeah,
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes. But I think that in New York it's much easier to just navigate the city if you kind of know
Yeah,
the
I
system.
think so.
You know,
Mhm.
you know it. Well, in Europe, like if you just don't know where that particular street is, it's just a nightmare to find. You have to ask around and.
Yeah, I've gotten lost many times, so I understand and agree 100%.
I think
Yes.
Paris also has this like a circle system. So maybe it's a European thing also, but like the way it is in Amsterdam, it's really unique. Yeah,
It's also
definitely.
circular. I think in Rome and Florence, it's also
Yeah,
circular.
yeah.
Like where you
Maybe it's
leave, you end
yeah,
up in the same place. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know in Poland. Maybe is it famous? No.
What's famous? Sorry.
Like you have a round, like in the capital, it's like a circle
Around
or not?
about? No. It's
No?
not. I'm not from Warsaw, so I can't really tell
Okay,
much about
okay.
like any particular
Like when
things.
you're a tourist, and yeah, no.
Yeah, we have in Warsaw there is this big palace, like from like the post communism. It's from the communism times, and it's like massive, and it's like a landmark that everybody can see from
Goes,
afar, and yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, the Palace of Culture and Science, it's called.
Do you have
Yeah,
your game that you were doing last week or not? Like you were having the game, all right?
the game. You mean the guessing languages?
Yeah, that one was really fun.
Yeah, we might try to play that in a moment, maybe. Tracy, how do you feel about it? Playing the guess the language game?
I might not be great at it, but I mean, I'm willing to try it.
Okay. Yes. So I think that we could potentially add one more person to see if we can have a bigger team of people to do it. So you guys don't go anywhere, okay?
Okay.
I'm just going to add another person. Yeah, let's add. Okay, let's add Mariana. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mariana. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So maybe before we start, you could just quickly introduce yourself and tell us where you're calling from and what languages do you speak.
I'm calling from Spain, but myself, I'm Ukrainian. So I speak obviously Ukrainian, English, Polish, German, Belarusian a bit, and Russian. Yeah.
That's great. So we were about to play the game Guess the Language.
Okay.
Okay, how do you feel about
I'm
it?
not sure. I'm not sure I'm good at this. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I was checking. I was following the previous challenge you had about speaking Germanic languages, so that was interesting. I thought to try, but yeah, I can try, but I think I'm pretty bad with guessing the languages.
You know
Yeah.
what? So let's bring everybody back. Hello, everybody. So
Hello.
Mariana wants to do the Germanic language challenge again. So maybe we could do that one more time. With Mariana, you would like to try to understand Dutch.
Yeah, for example. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
what we
prima.
can do, let's see if. No, that didn't work. So we can do that. So, Reuben, think about another word, and actually, I'm going to send you a website. It's a link
Okay.
to a random word generator for Pictionary and this kind of games, so you can kind of take inspiration from there. Okay, so I'll just send you a link in the chat for the guest chat.
Okay.
And we can do that, and I'm going to do this. And this. Yes, so we can actually switch to this screen. I'm going to participate with you because I feel like I understand some Dutch here and there. So, Mariana, what language would you like to use for the challenge?
I can try to use German if it's possible.
Okay. So you can try to speak in German to Reuben, to ask clarifying questions and stuff like that. I'm going to stick to English with Tracy, right? So, yeah, Reuben, are you ready?
Ja.
Okay, so let's start.
Oké. Ik heb een idee over bijvoorbeeld in Schiedam, waar ik vandaan kom. Dat is mijn stad. Daar hebben wij een drankje, dat is heel bekend. En dat is een drankje wat eigenlijk in principe vroeger werd het gebruikt om mensen een beetje op gang te houden. Als ze zeg maar hele moeilijke banen hadden. Het was heel moeilijk, het was een hele moeilijke tijd. Dan dronken ze dat om de dag door te komen. En daarna werd het meer gewoon een soort van drankje voor jonge mensen. Om feestjes voor het uitgaansleven en om feestjes te doen. En het is echt typisch uit Schiedam. Uit mijn stad, Schiedam, naast Rotterdam. En het is heel sterk, dus niet heel veel mensen tolereren het. Niet heel veel mensen vinden dat lekker. Maar ja, in principe drinken mensen het wel gewoon van alle leeftijden. Maar wij zeggen in Schiedam wel vaak, het is een drankje voor wat oudere mensen, zeg maar.
Okay. Wait. Let's try to process it first before you give us another hint.
Is it a delicious drink?
Well, some people might find it delicious.
Respond in Dutch, though.
Oh, sorry. Ja, sommige mensen vinden dat lekker. Maar het is niet voor iedereen. Het is in principe voor mensen die van alcohol houden. Is het een bepaalde... Ja... De een vindt het wel lekker en de ander vindt het niet lekker. En de ander vindt het neutraal lekker. Ja.
Oké. Mariana.
Is dieses Getränk bekend in Nederlanden?
Ja, het is heel bekend in Nederland. Ja.
Okay. Is het een alcoholic
Het is geen persoon. Het is geen persoon. Geen bekende Nederlander. Het is een bekend iets... Een bekend iets in Nederland.
So I understand that it's known only in the Netherlands, or
yes.
So people from outside wouldn't know, like us, like people who try to guess this word, they wouldn't know that.
maybe
so it's
people
a famous alcoholic drink.
Yes. Yes, and people from US might know it because this brand is from my city, Schiedam.
Amstel.
And which one? The
Amstel? It's a beer.
No,
beer.
No, it's not. Okay. It's not beer. It's not beer. Het is geen bier. Nee. Maar het bevat alcohol. Het is een drankje met alcohol.
Oké. So Reuben, does this drink have a very specific name,
Yeah.
or is it like a generic, a kind of alcohol that?
It's a kind of alcohol. It's quite strong, and people in the past were using it when they had like a really difficult job. Like in the past, like everybody was just working with their hands, basically. This is what we call in Dutch arbeiderstad. It's like a city where you have a lot of people just working with their hands, and this was keeping them awake because they were so like tired from the work that this was keeping them, you know.
Doesn't
Okay.
sound like absinthe. Okay.
Yeah. It was
Is
a
it?
bit like this. Yes.
Oh, but
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's almost. But it's. The girl from US could know because the vodka of this brand is the most famous in US. So maybe you have a clue if I say that.
Oh, well, I think the most famous is Absolute, and then you have
Almost.
oh gosh.
Almost.
Well, I'm trying to think. Stoli? No, that's a Russian.
No, that's Russian, I think.
Yeah.
Or yeah. No, it's Kettle One.
Oh, that's a popular one too. Sure, I
Yeah.
have that in the freezer.
Okay, you see,
Yeah.
guys. So this is a trivia question. I could say it's not exactly the mutual intelligibility thing. I have no idea. I don't.
Okay,
You know,
so at this, can I say another clue before, or I just say the word? It's up to you.
I think you may as well reveal it, and unless Tracy, you have ideas from Mariana.
Yeah, I don't know alcoholic drinks for Netherlands, unfortunately.
No.
So,
No. So
and
Reuben.
brands. I'm not good with alcoholic brands, unfortunately.
Except no, I know because in my city it's like a big thing because that's what my city's famous for, and the windmills. So I was like, okay, let's do this. And then it's made from a berry. So the word is jenever. Yeah.
Bravo for you,
never heard of
Reuben.
I get my own word. Well, that's the story of my life. I just entertain myself, you know. Always lonely.
Yeah. So, Reuben,
Yes.
what we can do? Have you checked this random word generator that I sent to you?
I checked it, but I did not really like understood because I pressed the random word, but then I just get a video.
No, it shouldn't work like this. You should be able to like just click on it and then generate random words. You know,
Word.
generate
Okay,
Pictionary
word,
words.
and then run. One word. First, okay. Okay, I see,
category.
I see.
Choose category easy or medium or something like that.
Category easy or medium. Okay. Equals greater than.
At this point, I
Okay,
think we can. You could potentially use easy. So
Easy?
we stand
Okay.
a chance. Yeah.
I don't see the option for easy though. Where do I see the option for easy?
Category. It's like number of things, game, and then there is a category.
This is weird. I might try to open it in another browser because like it's not working on my. Let me
Okay.
see. Sorry for that. I'm not like super good with technology.
So what we can do meanwhile, I think I'm going to add another person. So
Oh
Reuben,
yeah, here it works. Sorry, yes.
you got this.
Here, now it works. Yeah, it works. It works. Okay, so I just put anything I want.
You just generate words until you see something interesting for the game.
Okay, because it's giving me a word, random word. Okay, wait, I think now I got it. Okay, it's saying me first letter and then last letter.
Oh no, I think you just went to something.
No, that's not it.
somewhere else. It should just give you a random word, you know. Let me.
Oh, okay, I have it. Sorry, I have the random word. Yes, I have it. I have it. Yeah.
Just to inspire
Okay.
you, you know, just to inspire you.
Yeah, this is a good idea. Thank you. Okay, I can use that one if you want.
We don't know what the word is, so.
You want me to do
If you think
the one?
Reuben, if you think it's a good word for this game, because for this kind of game, you really don't want to use something very like culture specific that is specific just to your culture, because we're trying, to get foreign people to understand it. So it has to be a universal concept.
Okay, I have one.
One. Okay, so let's do it again.
Okay, so it's some bad in
Dutch.
Sorry, Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
Het is een persoon. Het is geen object of geen voorwerp. Het is een persoon. En dat kan iemand zijn die heel dierbaar is. Normaal gesproken zie je zo iemand bijvoorbeeld op een verjaardag.
So sorry.
Op een verjaardag. Of op bijvoorbeeld, waar kan je ze nog meer? Gewoon op een rendezvous, een afspraak. Het zijn vaak mensen waar je wat mee gemeen hebt en die je regelmatig ziet. Als je een goede vriendschap wil onderhouden. Maar het is wel iets wat lastig is, want soms woon je ver van elkaar weg, soms heb je geen tijd. Maar je ziet elkaar vaak bij verjaardagen. Bij een verjaardag. En je hebt, als je heel dichtbij bent, heb je een hele goede. Daar heb je ook een woord voor beste en dan het woord, maar ik ga het woord niet zeggen. Snappen jullie het?
There was a lot to process there.
Sorry. Okay, I talk too fast. Again.
Maybe let's start with Mariana, okay? Let's start with Mariana.
Ja, das ist ein Person, richtig?
Ja.
Alle Menschen kennen diese Person?
Nee, dat is specifiek voor iemand. Dus dat kan voor jou zijn, maar ook voor... het kan ook een persoon zijn wat voor iemand anders bekend is. Ja.
Okay. Kann eine Person viele dieser Personen kennen oder haben? Zum Beispiel, ich habe eine persönliche Person. Ja, ich kenne und kann ich viele solche Personen haben.
Ja, das ist ein Person, die ist sehr belangrijk. In Deutsch, ich weiß nicht, belangrijk. Belangrijk betekent iemand waar je eigenlijk niet zonder kan. Iemand die altijd voor je klaar staat. Ja, dat, ja.
Klaar staat.
Klaar staat, dat betekent iemand die altijd er voor je is. Als je hem nodig hebt. Dus bijvoorbeeld, ik doe iets online op YouTube. En dan zie ik Norbert. En dan denk ik, hey, perfect. Goed, geweldig moment. En ja, zoiets.
So is it? I think I might know what it is.
Ja, ich habe einige Ideen, aber ich bin nicht sicher, ob das genau dieses Wort ist. Okay.
Het is niet heel moeilijk, maar het is ook wel Het is iets wat iedereen wel heeft. Over het algemeen heeft iedereen wel 1 of 2 of 3. Sommige mensen hebben meerdere.
Oké. Oké,
Ja.
kan iemand nul solche personen hebben? Nul?
Ja, kan ook. Kan ook.
Oké.
Is mogelijk. Is
Ja.
mogelijk.
Oké, ja. Ich denke, ich kenne das Wort. Ja.
So you've got ideas. I have no idea. I completely lost it. I just understood it was a person. You said something about going out on a date, maybe. So I thought maybe a kind of a relationship thing in a restaurant.
It's possible to have a relationship.
But don't reveal yet. So let's see what
Yes.
are your answers, Tracy and Mariana. So maybe Tracy, you go first. What's
So I'm thinking, well, you did say lustig, which is I think happy or very good, gregarious. So I'm thinking maybe like a host, like a TV or a YouTube host. You said .com in there as well. So maybe like a master of
Yeah.
ceremony, an MC.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay?
It could be. It could be. Yeah. Sorry.
Mariana.
Okay. No, I don't know. I think my version isn't correct. Ja, ich habe gedacht, das ist einfach ein Freund. Ja.
Oh, ja,
Freund.
dat is goed. Ja.
That is correct?
Ja, dat is correct. Ja.
Correct.
Yay.
Bravo. Okay, so Mariana got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I said it can be somebody that you know from online. For example, I was referring to Norbert, an online friend. Or it can be a friend in real life. Or it can be like your best friend. Or it can be your boyfriend or your girlfriend that's also your friend. Or some people have 0, some people have 5, some people have 10, some people have 2 or 3. Usually people have 1 or 2. Yes.
Yeah, I understood some things, not everything. I understood something, but some things I didn't understand at all, and that's why I thought that maybe there is something in those words that makes this word more specific than a friend. So those generic things that I understood, they were about a friend, but some things I didn't understand. I thought, okay, maybe it's more specific than a friend.
And with German, it's perfect because I understand German almost everything. But like when I have to speak it, I lose the word. So it's perfect when you speak German for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got that was some sort of relationship word.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
okay, good. So it took us a while. So I wonder what we could do next. Because I see some more people calling in. So I'd like to give a chance to at least one more person to join us. So if you guys could just wait a little bit in the green room, okay? And I'm just going to add one more person. Maybe Julian. Let's see.
Okay, I think I got a new word.
1 second. Yeah, so we're going to add Julian, and let's meet Julian. This is Julian. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Julian. Yes. Tell us where are you calling from and what languages do you speak?
I'm from Colombia, from Medellin. I speak Spanish as my native language. I also speak French, Italian, Catalan, English, of course, and I also been learning German and Polish.
German and Polish. Okay, that's a lot of languages. So currently you're actively studying German and Polish.
Yeah, actually, yes.
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 Now.
Now. Okay. And how is it going for you? Which one is more difficult, German or Polish, from your perspective?
Polish is definitely harder. Yes, but I like more Polish than German. Both are cool, yes, but I like more Polish.
Just, I mean, there are some similarities to Spanish in terms of vocabulary, for example. I've noticed at
Ah, yes,
least. Yeah, and
hmm
it's kind of interesting. Good. So, what kind of challenge you would like to take part in today's show?
what other kinds of challenges?
Yeah. So we have the word guessing game. And I thought that maybe because you are a Spanish speaker and we all kind of like have been studying Spanish to some extent, so maybe you could give us a word to guess. Maybe you could describe a word to us in Spanish, and we would try to understand you. Do you think that would be a
Ah,
good idea?
yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a Pictionary game or a taboo game. That means that you cannot use the word that you are describing. You just describe it to us with other words. Okay, it could be an object, it could be a profession, it could be many things actually. So if if you have, if you'd like to think of any ideas, I'm going to send you the link to a random word generator in the guest chat, and you can just use this link to kind of generate some ideas, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. But so before, Julian, you can just have a look at the words, okay? And meanwhile, I'm going to talk to other participants and tell them what we're gonna do, okay? And you can, whenever you're ready, just let me
Okay.
know, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, so the idea is that we're going to try to understand Spanish. We all have been exposed to Spanish to some extent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mariana, what about you? Because
Well, my Spanish is too bad at the moment. Unfortunately, I'm just starting, so I'm unfortunately I wouldn't be a good fit for this challenge. But I think you can do that, so that's fine. And I probably disconnect because I think my Spanish is too bad at this
you're
point.
not ready for the Spanish challenge
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. I will come in 1 month or two. Maybe it will be better. Then I can play with you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair enough.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Mariana, thank you for tonight,
Yeah.
for hanging out, and
It was nice to meet you all. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
yes,
nice to meet you. Yeah.
and
Thank
see
you
you
so
Nice to
much.
meet you too.
on the Ecolinguist show, and also the Slavic languages show,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you also
Of course.
frequently call.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Have a nice evening.
thank you so much. Let's do that then. Let me just change some things here. Where are we? One second. Okay, guys, so here we are. We are ready for the Spanish challenge. So, Julian, did you manage to pick a word for us? Ah, Julian, I think I muted you. Sorry. Yes, Julian, you're back. Julian, are you ready to?
Yes, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. So what we want you to do is just to
I'm
speak
ready. I chose two words.
2 words. Okay. So let's
Okay.
do one at a time. Okay, one at a time, and try to focus on giving like short hints, so we have time to process it, and then we'll try to ask you questions. But we have to speak in Spanish. So even if it's a broken Spanish, we just have to
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to manage it and see if you're going to understand us, okay? Okay, good. Entonces,
And us too, Spanish?
empezamos,
No?
sí, hablamos
Sí.
español.
Sí.
Cua-
Ok. Es posible.
¿Cuál posible? Sí.
Estudié español para 2 años, pero es no muy bueno, but I'll try.
Sí, Julián, entonces, por favor.
Sí, lo voy a hacer lento,
Ujú,
vocalizar bien.
ujú.
I start.
Sí,
Yeah.
sí. Ujú.
Ok. Entonces, este es un objeto que seguramente todos tenemos en la casa y diariamente lo utilizamos. Es un objeto que es largo y con el tiempo, con el uso, se va haciendo más pequeño.
Ujú, ujú.
Y la pista más obvia, se usa para escribir o dibujar.
Mm,
Hmm.
ujú.
Can I speak in French? It's easier for me. No?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, no. Yo comprendo que eres un objeto. Eres habitual a la casa.
Sí,
¿Es verdad?
todos lo
¿Es
tenemos
verdad?
en la casa.
¿Solo en la casa se usa?
No, pero en la casa lo tenemos seguramente, pero se puede usar también en cualquier lado. En la oficina, en cualquier lugar. Es un objeto bastante común.
El niños en la escuela,
Oh.
por ejemplo, sí, usan
Sí.
bastante
Ujú.
frecuentemente.
And it has something
Sí.
to do with light?
With what? With lights? Like la
You
luz?
said luz? La luz?
No.
Oh, okay.
No la luz.
Okay.
Ajá. No. Ajá, sí, yo tengo una idea, sí. ¿Qué tipo de material es de hecho? ¿De qué tipo de material?
¿De qué material está hecho? Está hecho
Ujú,
de madera.
ujú.
Madera, okay.
Is it a piece of furniture? Oh, am I supposed to ask in
No es
Spanish?
un,
Mejor
no
en
es un
español.
mueble.
Ajá.
Sí, para que practiquen también.
Okay.
Entonces, ujú.
Eres una cuto? I don't know how to say it in Spanish. Cuto.
Rubén, puedes hablar en inglés, si no puedes, sí,
Okay.
en español.
Oh, okay. It's no cuto. Okay.
Es
No,
una mesa?
cuchillo, no.
No.
No es una mesa.
No. Entonces, si ustedes tienen idea, vamos a presentarla, ¿sí? Por ejemplo, yo pienso, mi respuesta final es que yo pienso que es lápiz. Rubén, ¿qué piensas?
La piece. Oh, okay. Es posible. Yo no soy ahora. Yo no soy ahora. Pero,
No
pero
tienes ni idea.
no tienes nada. Pero, my guess. How do you say my guess in Spanish? Sorry, I forgot.
Yo divino, Julián, ¿cómo se dice?
Mi divino una forchetta.
Y
Tenedor,
Tracy,
no es tenedor.
No, nada, no. Okay.
No.
Is it something that you write with?
Sí, para escribir.
A bolígrafo?
No es bolígrafo.
Okay.
no es.
Norbert
Entonces,
sí dijo la palabra correcta. Lápiz.
lápiz. Sí.
Okay,
Ah,
okay.
Pencil.
Mhm.
Sí,
Pencil
sí.
in English. Okay,
In
that's
English,
good.
in Spanish, it's say it again in Spanish.
lápiz.
El lápiz. Lápiz.
L, lapis.
Lapis.
In Polish, it's ołówek. Ołówek.
Ołówek. Yes, I knew it. Ołówek.
Aha.
Ołówek z gumką.
Z gumką. In Hungarian, ceruza.
Ceruza. Interesting.
Interesting. And any... how is it in Dutch then? How is it in Dutch?
Potlood. And also potlood venter is something else. But only the Dutch people will get that joke. No worries.
Okay. So, and in English, there's only pencil, like, right? But a pen is always just like the Blick. That's the name of the brand, like.
Bic.
Yeah.
Bic.
Yeah, Bic. Yeah, that's that kind of pen. Okay.
And we usually just call it a pen or a ballpoint pen.
And ballpen also in Dutch, yes. Ballpen.
And Olovka in Serbian. Okay, so that's also interesting.
Olovka.
Closer to Polish one. Ceruska in Slovak. In Welsh, pencil. Are you sure, Lothario? Is it pencil? Pencil in Welsh. Estonian, pliats. Okay. So we've got this. Yes. That's a lot. Okay, so let's try again. One more Spanish challenge for us. Just
Okay.
you guys concentrate and try to speak in Spanish. I don't know, Reuben. So you have no Spanish.
Yes, I speak a little bit. Come on, I was not so bad. I'm trying.
trying his best.
I'm trying. Like, okay, if I would say my Spanish is, I can from hearing, it's okay, but I have to be in the zone, and it has to be 30% accurate, and then it depends on somebody's. How do you say? Spanish is one of the fastest spoken languages, so yeah, it's always difficult for
Okay. So let's try this again. This again. Spanish round number 2.
Ok. El siguiente objeto es un objeto. Es una prenda de vestir que la utilizamos cuando hace frío. Es larga, puede ser de cualquier color, es de lana por lo general y va alrededor del cuello.
So you wear it when it's cold.
Sí, cuando hace frío.
Okay. And it's made of wool, right?
Hecho de lana. Muy
Okay.
bien.
And you said aprender and puerta?
Did you use those words?
Repeat.
Usaste?
Aprender y puerta?
En la puerta.
¿No?
¿Te usaste esta palabra? Puerta o aprender.
No.
No, okay.
Ajá.
Pero lana y hace y tiempo color. ¿Cómo se dice color? No color, cold.
Calor.
Frío.
Color is hot. Cold, frío.
Yeah.
Frío.
Okay.
Cold frío.
Okay.
Cold frío.
So it is something you wear. It's un artículo de okay, like a sweater.
So we don't present the words yet.
Okay.
Okay, so you hold it for now, Tracy. Reuben, ¿tienes preguntas?
Preguntas. Una cola. No. Yo no soy la.
¿Color?
Sí.
¿Quieres saber
El color.
el color?
posible?
Como es hecho de lana, la lana puede ser de cualquier color.
Sí, sí, sí. ¿Qué color?
Cualquier color.
Cualquier
Ok,
color.
No, no importa.
ok. Ok,
No.
no
No
importa.
importa el
Ok.
color.
¿Y lleva a la cabeza?
Alrededor del cuello.
Ah, ¿cómo se dice? Ajá. ¿Tienen preguntas? ¿O ya tienen ideas, Reuben?
Sí, es una. She said it. I forgot the word. Sorry.
Presentamos. ¿En inglés o en español? Tracy,
Oh, okay.
¿qué piensas?
Sweater.
Reuben,
Sweater.
sweater. Tracy?
I need to choose one word. One. Okay. Can I ask a question or no?
We're presenting the words now, like
Okay,
the
so
final guesses.
I'll say un suéter. A
Ajá.
sweater.
Yo pienso que es bufanda o scarf.
Norbert, Norbert lo dijo otra vez correcto. Bufanda. Scarf.
Bufanda.
Yeah.
Bufanda. Scarf.
Scarf. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a buffalo bufanda. Yeah, maybe it's a connection. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Bufanda.
so.
No. Yeah, no.
Bufanda.
It was just because I was thinking buffalo, bull, Spain. Yeah, no, sorry.
Well, bouffant is like a big haircut, like a high bouffant. So,
I like.
but I don't know how
Okay. Yeah.
what that has to do with the scarf. That I don't know.
No, bufanda comes from French, Old French buffet.
Oh.
D'accord. Oui. Si.
Yeah. So let's see. In
you
Welsh,
can eat,
it's scarf. So Latario, I think he speaks Welsh, so let's trust him on that. In Polish, in Polish it's szalik.
Shali. It's the same in Dutch. Sjaal. Almost the same.
Szal in Slovak.
Also. Okay.
Kaula
Kaula
huivi. Kaula
Ula.
huivi.
Kaulahuvi.
Well, in English, we say a scarf if you wrap it around your neck, and if it's on the shoulders, it's a shawl. So similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have that distinction.
Fresh.
Oh, so it's almost the same, yeah. Shawl.
Szal in Serbian.
I think it's almost the same everywhere, except like those really foreign languages. Yeah.
Bouffant. I think that's French.
I actually don't know in French. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Czeski szala. Okay, so it's very very similar in Polish szalik.
No. In French, it's écharpe. Écharpe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a good word.
Yeah. In French.
Yes. So Julian, tell us a little bit about Colombia. What's happening right now? Is it summer, or is it winter?
Well,
No, you are above the equator, so
here,
it's winter. Yeah.
here the weather is weird because it rains a lot, but then there's warm. It's strange.
Yeah.
Weird.
Actually, yes, because I've heard that Colombia, because we often associate Colombia with very tropical climate, but because Bogota is in the mountains, you have very like cool weather, right, and rainy weather.
The capital is very cool.
Yeah. Are you from the capital, or are you from a different
No,
place?
I'm from Medellin.
Aha. Okay. So I think it's closer to the jungle, isn't it? Or maybe I'm confusing it.
Well, the city is located in a valley, so kinda.
Yes, that's great.
Colombia is nice. Yeah, I didn't know that it was so cold in summer. Also, it's cold in Colombia. where you live?
No, in summer, it is hot. In
It's
the
hot.
summer
Okay.
is so hot.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Wisconsin has proper seasons though, right? You have
Well, yeah, it does. But right now it's snowing. It's very cold.
yeah.
Oh
I mean,
wow.
I remember Wisconsin snow. It was crazy. It was like
hmm Yeah.
Is it close to Colorado, Wisconsin?
No, no. But
I'm sorry.
the snow is not as bad as Colorado. It's a lot more
Ah,
in Colorado than Wisconsin for sure. Yeah.
okay.
Similar to New York,
Okay.
upstate New York.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
get snow usually in January, February. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes in March. You never know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And in Colombia, you never get any snow, right? Except the
No,
mountains, high in the mountains, of course.
obviously
It's the same in France. Yes.
mountain.
Almost never. Only in the mountains. Yeah. It's the same in France.
Mm.
Except you're in the north, then it's more common. But in the south, where I am, it's not so frequent. But we do live close to the Pyrenees, so like I said, you can go to the mountains. And yeah. And in Holland, it snows a lot, and we do ice skating a lot, schaatsen. So yeah, it's a
Ice
cold
skating.
country.
Ice skating is popular.
Yeah, we love
Uh,
that. We love that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What about Wisconsin? Do you do ice skating there? Is it like, do you see that?
Sometimes not so much. There's a bit of ice fishing, but there's not so much ice skating.
Because it's kind of interesting. When I was living in Mexico, every winter they had like the ice skating ring set up in the city center.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Even,
Chicago has that.
yeah, yeah. Even though there was no snow at all, it was like very like spring weather. It was
Yeah.
something that people do for around Christmas time, just to feel a bit
Yep.
cool. What about Colombia? Do you do like ice skating events there, or
Ice skating events. No,
it's not a common thing to see ice skating rings
no,
set up?
it's no common. No.
In Chicago, they set up like a German Christmas market, and they always have the ice rink set up there, whether it's snowing outside or not. They always have the ice ready to go, so visitors can ice skate around and around and do shopping and stuff like that at the park.
Yeah, we love that in Holland too. Always, always everywhere. And Christmas starts in October in Holland. Yeah, it's so funny. That's why I always have my decoration like this, always in October.
You had those decorations for a while, Reuben.
It's true. It's
So
true.
it's always Christmas at your house, in your house.
Yeah, like I'm really like I don't know. You know that song Feliz Navidad? It's like
Feliz
embrained.
Navidad.
Yeah, it's like I always hear it. I don't know. It's one of my favorite songs in the world. I don't know why. Like it's so happy. It's so Christmas.
Yes.
What is the lyrics? Feliz Navidad, and after what is he singing?
Un prospero año, felicidad.
Ah, okay.
Feliz
the
Navidad
Prospero.
y próspero año nuevo.
Prospero Año Nuevo. Yes, yes. Yeah, or in Polish it's Wesołych Świąt i Szczęśliwego Nowego Roku.
Wesołych świąt.
That's the short version. Yeah.
Esa la sabía.
Yes. So guys, before we go, I think it's a good time to kind of finish the show on that note. Maybe next time around we can do the Guess the Language show. Focus on that. But before we go,
Yeah,
do
I would love to do that one episode because I really found it funny.
yeah. So maybe
next
next time around. So before we go, tell me what's the situation in the places where you live, in the stores. Like, do you have Christmas decorations yet, or not? Because here in Scotland we already have Christmas decorations everywhere. So
Oh, you're in Scotland. Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So maybe let's start with Julian. What about Colombia?
But here, there are Christmas decorations since September, October, and now there are lots of houses with Christmas decoration. The balcony and the
Christmas
windows.
lights, Christmas trees.
Yes, the Christmas trees.
What about you, Tracy, in Wisconsin?
Oh, since Halloween, since October, that's when all the Christmas stuff comes out. So all of the stores, all of the homes, if they're going to be putting decorations up, they're there already for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a long festive season. And what about
And they
you?
keep them up through May. Yeah. A
Oh
long
wow.
time.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's what I would love in every country. That's like, yeah, I'm a Christmas person, really. Yeah, in Holland it's from October, exactly what she said. In France it starts a little bit later, so it's more like beginning of November. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yes. So here I think that in Scotland it's usually quite late in comparison to other places, but it's already here. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
that's what's
Are
happening.
you in the Highlands? Just
No, I'm in Edinburgh, in the capital. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, not in the Highlands. Like the internet connection would be so bad there, so I wouldn't be able to have my show.
It's so
Uh,
cold. So cold. Like, I mean, like it's the same temperature as in Norway, right? They have like,
Yeah, actually, I went
yeah.
to the Highlands last weekend, and it was very dark and cold.
And you can see the boreal, the lights
No, no,
during.
I
No?
haven't been that far.
Ah,
No,
okay, okay.
no, but that's good. So, thank you everybody for calling in and for hanging out tonight.
Thank
It
you.
was a pleasure. It was fun.
Yes, thank you.
I
It
think.
was a pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you again. Thank you for all people
Banana.
watching. Thank you for all people watching. I will be streaming next week on Wednesday, similar time. So I will see you there. So have a great week and great night.
Love you,
Thank
Norbert.
you. Happy
Goodbye,
holidays.
everybody.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
Happy holidays. Bye.
Bye.
Happy